What are dreams? Dreams are stories and images that our mind creates while we sleep. They can be vivid, they can make you feel happy, sad, or scared, and they may seem confusing or perfectly rational. Dreams can happen at any time during sleep, and anyone can have them. Why do we have them? One wildly held theory about the purpose of dreams is that they help you store important memories and things you've learned, get rid of unimportant memories, and sort through complicated thoughts and feelings. Research shows that sleep helps store memories. Activation synthesis hypothesis suggests dreams are caused by brainstem activation during rapid eye movement, REM, sleep and stimulation of the limbic system, emotional motor system. Why are some dreams we have so bizarre? Research suggests dream content can be strange because the prefrontal cortex in the brain is not stimulated while we dream. The prefrontal cortex connects with higher level reasoning. When that part of the brain isn't activated, your mind doesn't realise dream activities, like walking through walls, isn't possible. Stress and traumatic events can lead to weird dreams. Researchers believe that this is due to the role that dreaming plays in memory and processing emotions. Vivid dreams can be positive or negative, realistic or fantasy. Scientists know that the most heavy dreaming occurs during the rapid eye movement sleep. REM sleep cycles usually occur every 90 minutes during a night of sleep and may last between 20 to 25 minutes. Here are some facts about dreams. Longer dreams occur in the morning hours. Most of your muscles become paralysed during REM sleep to prevent you from acting out your dreams. Around 12% of people dream in black and white. You're more likely to have pleasant dreams if you're experiencing low stress and feel satisfied in your real life. You likely only dream about faces you've already seen in person or on TV, according to Stanford University. Some believe dreams can predict the future, though there isn't enough evidence to prove it.
I think the imagination that we haven't used in the daytime is used when we sleep to have dreams.
I think we have dreams mainly because we just kind of think of, like, in our sleep, all of what's been happening throughout the day. It just kind of compiles into some weird, like, thing in our heads that when we actually are asleep, we can just see, like, imagery from all different times of the day.
Well, I think we have dreams because it's like, the subconscious sort of like thoughts in our head and like, like memories we like sort of like hold on to and stuff like that, which kind of like forms the dreams in a way. So say if you've had like a really stressful day, your dreams can like sort of like appear in your dream in a way. So like you can either like have like a really horrific dream if your day's been like really terrible, or like if it's been nice you could think about something else.
I think we have dreams because I think like the universe and angels are just trying to like send us messages through some dreams, but then I think like some dreams are just normal dreams that everyone has, but there's like some dreams that have a meaning, and I do search it up.
So you like to Google your dreams then when you've had them?
Yeah.
To see the different meanings?
Yeah, if they're like weird or like they stand out in my dreams, like if I only had that dream like once or twice, I'd be like, what does that mean? So I just search it up on Google.
I don't know if it's just me, does it? Or if it's a common thing, but I like to write down my dreams that I remember, so then I can tell people about the dreams or nightmares I've had. Is that something you do, so you can remember them?
That is weird that you're saying that, because I never did that in my life, never wrote anything down, like my dreams or anything. But recently, I kept writing down all my dreams that I dream. Well, if I can remember them,
Yeah.
I'll write them down all the time.
I always put them in my notes.
Yeah.
So then, like, I'll go and see my friend or something, and I'll be like, I've just had the weirdest dream, and then I'll tell them, or I'll tell them to read the whole story on my notes. But I write it down so I can remember the dream to tell people, because it's weird. And then so I can see if I'm having the same dreams often.
Yeah.
And when I've had that dream.
I would have a lot of weird dreams really, but one that sticks out is when I would be on a train going through people's minds and seeing what they're dreaming, but I do believe I'd probably watch the BFG the day before.
I'm not too sure, you know. And I don't tend to like remember my dreams much. It's very rare for me to remember them. But I don't think I've ever had like a really weird dream at all.
Class were like sort of like on the skyscraper, and we all like sort of like jumping on these like balloons, like one after another, like these giant, you know, like hot air balloons. And yeah, I don't know what actually happened at the end of it, but we all just like jumping from one to another.
I have so many, but one of them is about Coca-Cola. I dreamt about Coca-Cola being in my fridge. But it wasn't there when I looked, and I was sad. But yeah, I have so many weird dreams. It's just can't explain them. Right, it was so weird. I don't understand it. Right, so I had the dream. It's kind of long, but I was on a date with some lad. Don't know who it was. Some man. Yeah, I was on a date, and it was like in this like there was like this shopping centre thing, and they had like cinema, roller skates, or whatever they had, right? So we went on a date, and after it, I didn't speak to the man after the date, and we just both ignored each other, right? And I walked out from the thing, and I was running. There was a train station next to it, and I was running through the train station, right? And there was 2 doors, right? So it was literally a little corridor, and there was 2 doors next to me, like each side, and I was running out of the train station, and while I was running, I dropped my scarf, right? So I turned around to take my scarf, and one of the doors opened, and my granddad was there, right? Don't know how did you got there, but he was there, and he spoke to me, just said hi, and then I turned around the other way, and there was a lad that I recognized who he was, but I just don't know who he was. But like I recognized him in the dream, I knew him, and he was like, hi, and I was like, okay. And then I walked out. When we walked out, I walked out, I was with my granddad, and that lad just went somewhere, and there was a beach, a weird beach. I recognized it though, and all my family was on the beach. This is the weirdest part, right? So I was on the beach with my granddad, like on the side, and there were 2 massive, like literally bigger than like a bear. Right, it was more like bigger than a bear. Like it was massive, and it scared me so much. And it was 2 of them, and they were in the water, and they basically just attacked me at the end. So
I'd say at least every other night in the morning I'd wake up and know what I was dreaming about.
Not often. Like some do stand out, but like it just really depends on the actual dream. But me personally, not often.
We spoke about writing your dreams down, so obviously you'll remember them now. But before you started writing your dreams down, did you remember them? Like how often did you remember them?
like 10%. Like I would not remember my dreams often, like at all.
See, now I'd say I'd have... See, when dreams are good, they're dreams, but when dreams are bad, I think they're considered nightmares, and I'd say 75% of the time I'd have nightmares.
They tend not to be the best. I'd say it's very rare for me to actually have like a nice dream. It's only very, very rare. Might only have like maybe like a dream of like eating cake or like some clouds or whatever. But then that's about it, really.
Bad. Most of the time. 90%. 99%.
When before you go to sleep, like, are you ever thinking of stuff and then you dream about that, or you just go to sleep and then whatever happens, like you just have random dreams?
It depends. So like if I watch something or think of something, I most likely will dream about it. and it's weird. But a lot of the time, it doesn't really happen. I just dream about weird things. Yeah.
The next thing I'm going to be talking about is nightmares. What are nightmares? Nightmares are vividly realistic, disturbing dreams that wake you up from a deep sleep. They can be very scary. Nightmares tend to occur most often during rapid eye movement sleep, when dreaming takes place. Some of the most common nightmares that many people have are things like falling from heights or being chased. If you've gone through a traumatic event, you may have recurrent nightmares about that experience. Why do we have nightmares? Nightmares are helpful to our survival, or else they probably would have been away with by evolution, said Deirdre Barrett, a psychologist at Harvard University. Barrett theorizes that nightmares act as the brain's way of focusing a person's attention on issues they need to address. A lot of people could name some scary, reoccurring nightmares that they've had in their childhood. Children tend to get more nightmares than adults. Here are some facts about nightmares. Nightmares usually begin between the ages of 3 and 6 and decrease after the age of 10. Nightmares occur most frequently in the last third of the night. Around 8% of the general population experience sleep paralysis, which is the inability to move when you're in a state between sleep and wake, which definitely sounds terrifying. There is a thing called night terrors, which are episodes of intense fear, screaming, and even running around or acting aggressive while asleep.
So I feel that we have nightmares because we always have a dark side to our imagination, and it's that side of the imagination that is used when we go to sleep.
I'd say we have nightmares probably because anything bad that's happened during the day, it probably just kind of relays through like a kind of like in your memory. So when you're asleep, you just think of it all, like, but really strangely.
Well, again, I think it's just like all the subconscious sort of like thoughts in our head again. It's just like, say if like something really negative has like happened to us, and we might like think back to that in our dreams in a way.
I think we have nightmares because of what things we experience and like watch on YouTube and films. Because a lot of people watch horror films, and I feel like when you watch horror films or like scary things on YouTube or anything like that, I feel like it's just brings you like nightmares, and especially if you're like fear of something like spiders or snakes. I feel like dreams are just they just want to scare us basically. So, you know.
Commonly known within my friendship circle that I am very scared of alligators and crocodiles. Like, you'll never see me go to Florida because they just roam around free across golf courses, and who wants that in their life? Anyway, so the scariest nightmares that I have include those animals, whether they're eating my friends or if they're chasing after me, or if it's just their faces in my face. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night with hot sweats because of it. Because for me that's very scary.
I'd say the scariest one for me was it was so weird, but I dreamt that someone pushed me down a cliff and I like fell to my death. It was so bad.
Oh. I think when I was like, I know I was really young when I had it, but it was like, because I don't like clowns. I don't think anyone does, to be honest. But yeah, this clown chasing me around when I was like 6 years old, with a knife. Yeah, just something you want to see, especially when you're like having a nightmare.
Okay, I have a lot. So I have repeated ones. So one of them that is very repeated to me is like when I get chased by someone, and like a scary person, like an old lady or something. But one of them that is very scary, I'm scared of snakes. So I always have dreams of snakes. If they like bite me or don't bite me in the dream. And I just don't like snakes. I always fear of them. So
I'd say more often than dreams I get nightmares, so I'd say 75% of my sleeping time would be nightmares over dreams.
I'd say more regularly than the nice dreams. I get them quite a lot. Say if like something bad's happened during the day, or like over like a span of like a few weeks or whatever. Some things from like weeks and weeks ago might crop up in like a dream in the present, and it's really weird.
Very often, but like again, it just depends. Sometimes your dreams can be good, sometimes your dreams can be bad. It just really depends on like a lot of factors, really. But for me, not that often though.
Every night.
Every single night.
Yeah, literally. I have to pray to not get nightmares. So recently I actually haven't had nightmares a lot, but I have it a lot. Like maybe like 70% of the time. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd have one with a giant coming to find me on a train. Very weird, but that was the most common nightmare I'd have as a child.
So yeah, it's pretty much like, it's really bad. I always get like the same dreams of like getting hurt. So it's like so weird. But I get loads of dreams where it's just like, oh, I got pushed off a cliff, hit in the face. There's that type of stuff.
I had the clown one a few times. That was a bit bad. Apart from that, there wasn't really any others, no.
I actually spoke about this the other day to my mum. So I had this dream all the time. I always have it. I still do sometimes have it, right? But it's a dream because I lived in an old house that I lived in. I always dreamed about the same thing, right? So I was in bed, and it was a double bed, and there was these two men come in and literally kidnap me. That's literally the same dream over and over, and it was so scary as well. And when I was younger, I was so scared of it, and I still do have it sometimes. I didn't have it recently though, so.
Yes, I do. Like I said before, I have a massive fear of crocodiles and alligators, and when they're in my nightmares, I just want to wake up and run away.
I do a lot, yeah, really. I do worry that those will come true, but yeah, hope to God they don't.
A fear. At this stage, not really. But
Yeah.
when I was younger, again, clowns.
Clowns.
I wasn't a fan. Was not a fan of clowns.
There's water, like sea, because I have a fear of sea anyway. Like I hate going swimming in the sea or anything like that, and I hate going on like like little boats, like those boats that are weird that you have to like sail. And I hate that because like I don't know what's under there, like in the water. Like what if like something comes up to me and just kills me right now? But yeah, I'm scared of that, and I always dream about the sea as well. And I just have a fear of that. But there's so many. There's like spiders, snakes. I also have clown. I'm scared of clowns as well. Like not in real life. If a clown came up to me, I wouldn't be scared. But yeah, it's just loads, loads.
Overall, dreams can be pretty cool to experience when you remember them. I think it's a fascinating subject because no one will truly know why we have dreams and nightmares or their real purpose.